For years, Nigerian women have been churning out en masse to contest political positions. In their words, to change Nigeria. However, it all seems fruitless, as every political season, female representation in Nigeria's political space dwindles. With us today in the studio is a woman who has remained dogged, fighting for the rights of women, notwithstanding the odds. Honorable Fatima Mohammed is one woman who is doing much within her community, Ifakojai in Lagos and beyond. She is a politician, philanthropist, and recently an author. Join me in welcoming Honorable Fatima Mohammed with today's woman with Aminat Hassan.
Thank you so very much. I'm excited to be here.
Welcome.
I don't know why you guys are not used to putting the Ogo color in my surname.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Help me put it.
Okay, Ogo color.
Let us truly represent today's woman. Today's woman believes in the institution of marriage. It just completes us.
Okay.
That's it.
Fine. That's what we
Thank you.
noted. You're a politician,
Oh,
but
yes, I am.
have delved into humanitarian activities.
Yes.
Many want to know why. Is this because you have a political image to portray out there?
Well, I think you're taking it the other way because I was first a philanthropist before I became a politician. I have been doing philanthropy for years. I only just got into politics about, participatory politics has been maybe since 99 or something, but I have been doing philanthropy before then.
Okay.
I just love to palliate people's pains, people in my immediate environment. I want to cushion the effects of poverty. You know, I say every day that I would not live a day complete except I touch a life. So I think it's just a passion. I've got a passion to ensuring that the next person to me has a smile on their face.
Good. You nearly lost your life, campaigning in politics and all that. Can you briefly tell us about that and how and why you're still forging ahead in politics with all these challenges?
Yes, I nearly lost my life in 2015. Oh, it's actually an experience I really, don't like to look back at because I had this close shave with death. I saw death. I felt it. In fact, that instant when the gunshot came, I thought I had died. I thought I had lost my life and all of that. But hey, every profession, every passion has its pain. So the gunshot is not enough for me to fulfill destiny. The gunshot is not enough for me to be deterred. I've got a goal. The goal is to ensure that politics and governance indeed is to the electorate, the common man, because they're the ones who matter.
How long did it take you to recover, because seeing the pictures of what your arm looks
everywhere.
like and all
well,
that.
I still have the hand. I still have pellets in my hand. It's been how many years? How long have I recovered? No, because I still feel pain, especially this season. Every time there's, the raining season and all of that, it becomes heavier. But I got back on my feet about 2-3 months because it was electioneering year, and I had things that I wanted to do for my community. So after I had my first major surgery and I healed some 6 weeks, I hit the ground running again.
So I'm taking you back. What has kept you going despite this nearly losing your life experience?
I am very purpose-driven. My eye is on my target. My target is to be seen as a politician who would indeed change the face of governance. So the gunshot is not enough to deter me. I would pursue that dream of mine until I'm able to achieve it. So.
Okay. So, your passion is very strong, obviously.
Yes. Yes.
So we've seen women coming in to say they want to change the polity and all that. Where do you think we are getting it wrong?
We're getting it wrong because a lot of women who truly have good intentions, they end up dying along the road for so very many reasons. Politics in Nigeria, before you participate and get involved in the electioneering and political landscape, you must have some form of finance. There's no politics in Nigeria without finance. Sadly enough, you don't find corporate organizations that would say, oh, I see what you're doing. I believe in you. I am going to support you. You don't find that. You don't find our financial institutions getting up saying, oh, I love what you do. But now, We're seeing support, here and there, and they're beginning to. So I think one of the major things is finance, then patriarchy.
Yeah.
We have women wanting to pull down women. Patriarchy has been the major factor.
But many women have
back.
said the women pulling down women syndrome isn't something that is a major factor.
It is a major factor. I have had reasons to contest elections with men. And you find women who are supposed to be supporting me, who are supposed to be nudging me ahead to reach my goal, saying, who does she think she is? Is she the only one? Can't she just even relax for the man? It's not the men saying it. That's a major factor. Until the day where all women can arise and say, take my hand. Let us join our hands together. Together we will change the nation. We'll continually have issues.
Okay, let me take you back a bit. You mentioned funding and patriarchy.
Yes.
You see, we have money politics playing out very well
in Nigeria,
our polity.
Everywhere in the world, but
everywhere.
It's worse in Nigeria.
Yes, and we have the godfatherism.
That godfatherism is horrible.
Yes. So when we have money politics and godfatherism playing out, do you think the Nigerian female politician stands a chance?
Isn't it getting better? In time past, even you seated here would not have had an opportunity because of all the inhibitions. You have cultural inhibitions, religious inhibitions, inhibitions everywhere. You as a northern woman would not have had an opportunity, but for the times that are changing, to come on air, be seen, be heard, and you're speaking above whispers. Isn't it changing? It's changing. Some of us are still here because now we can talk and be heard. Some of us are still here because we're assertive. We can air our opinions and we can say, you have to listen to us. It is changing.
Yeah.
We're encouraged. We're getting there.
Okay, your passion seems so high, it burns so high. Aren't you scared at a certain time, we coming from 2015, aren't you scared about voicing out? Because you're a very vocal person. I follow your trends. You're very vocal.
Much,
so aren't you scared? How do you put that in perspective?
How do you put fair side by side passion? When you've got a passion, you become extremely passionate. You live it. You say it, you eat it, you drink it. So I'm passionate about what I believe in. It's something that is in me. I walk through communities and I see the level of poverty. A lot of Nigerians cannot live on less than $1 per day now. It's worse. So tell me how I feel good and I'm walking on the streets and I see women who just had babies who can barely feed. And I'm supposed to shut my mouth? No, the gun is not enough to shut me up. Only death will stop me. And I'm not going to die young anytime soon now. I would be 100 years and above.
Amen.
By His grace.
Speaking about 100 years and above,
yes.
You just turned 50.
I turned 50, so you see, I still have another 50 years.
Yeah, so speaking about 100 years above, you just turned 50.
Yes.
How does it feel to be 50?
They say in Nigeria, life expectancy is 40. That when you're 40 years, that's just it. And people say, oh, for me, life doesn't begin at 40. Yeah. Life takes the first trench at 40. For me, life actually begins at 50. 50 is the golden age. 50 is the age where you're sitting back and you're saying, I gave out the last 4 decades of my life to my husband, my children, to the people. When I am 50, it is time to give me my life back. So at 50, it is saying, it doesn't matter what any other person feels. At 50 is no longer the fear of, what will this person say? At 50 is the boldness of, it's been 5 decades of being you. Start to live you. So I feel me now.
Okay, that's been Honorable Fatima Mohammed Ogunkola. And we will be taking a short break. I'll be back with you soon. Welcome back. So how has gender issues affected you politically?
How has it affected me? Has it really affected me? I've told you I'm a different breed of a politician. I'm not someone who is timid. I'm not somebody that you can scare. So it has affected a lot of women, but for me, I think I've been too outspoken. I have learned to speak above a whisper. So, but like I've said to you, I do not believe in gender equality. Equality seems like some form of competition. And when you say equality, it looks like you're fighting for you to be emancipated. If it takes you to feel that you're in chains, for you to start saying, we desire to have the same. No, I believe more in gender equity. Equity is just, it's balanced. So when we're talking equity, two of us can be on the same page without seeing ourselves as competitors. So I think I've been able to, reorientate the people around me that I'm not in competition with the man. The man will always be the head. I am just in politics to better my life and better the lives of my constituents and everyone who I come across. So I think I've been able to change that perception of a lot of people.
Talking about change, we have a few female representatives in various assemblies, and both federal and state. In your opinion, do you think these women have represented the women folk very well?
It will be difficult for me to generalize and say, no, they haven't. But hey, what's the percentage? That's the first thing. If in the House of Representatives you have over 600, 300 people, and then you just have about 14 or 13 women. If there are 13, 14 women who do not have Fatima's kind of outburst to life, who would not stand and say, you cannot shut me up. Not a lot of people are confrontational. I'm very confrontational. I'm very assertive. Sometimes you can be assertive and not confrontational. You just say, well, I've asserted myself, but let me just keep quiet. Fatima doesn't keep quiet. She would fight it through. Fatima is a fighter. She's a survivor. So I don't want to judge other women based on that. But sincerely, for some of us, we're not doing well. I've had female representatives in both the lower and higher chambers, women senators, whose outlook to life has always been about them. How I get into power and better my life. How I get into power and work like a king corn in my community. To those constituents who were out in the sun under the rain to elect me, people who I'm supposed to be representing. But today I see myself as highly placed. I'm either in the red or green chambers, and I don't see the reason for them to speak. Some of us get into office and our phone suddenly becomes unreachable. Women, yes. Yet we have women who have come out to say, I will keep fighting. I will keep speaking in that same house. It's not really encouraging, the percentage. It hasn't been encouraging, but we've had a few women.
Okay, speaking about not being encouraging and very few women representatives, we've had many people go into politics not really knowing what they are going in there for. So they go there, they win, and they are confused on what to do.
Thank you.
Do you think this is what is really affecting the female politician?
What is affecting the female politician basically is godfatherism. That's it. A man favors you because he probably has a relationship with you. He might not, maybe you're his, relative or something. And then he doesn't see the attributes that qualifies you to represent your people. I got into politics in 1999. The first time I came out to contest an elective position was in 2016, a by-election. It took me years to understand what politics is. And by His grace, I had an opportunity to learn. My tutelage was under the very best hands. So I am an astute politician today, all glory to God, because I took out my time to learn. Some people will just come out of service, public service. They're probably civil servants, and the next thing they're saying, I'm going into politics. They do not understand it. They do not understand that politics is about, it's not the position that you have. It's about service. You're to serve, not to lord yourself over the people. You're to serve them. You're going there to represent them because they came out and they chose you to speak for them, to help palliate their pains, to give them a better way, a better life. But because they do not understand what politics is, they see it as another opportunity to just go buy the jewelries, buy the clothes, and you know the perks of office.
Yeah.
You have a mopo following you, and then you're feeling on top of the world. And some people, once they buy the form, they have become honorable. So that word honorable alone, it just makes them go gaga. So they lose focus. That's it.
Okay, speaking about, losing focus and all that, what do you think women need to do to get it right?
The first thing women need to do to get it right is to start by having some form of tutelage politically. You don't have to go to the university to read political science for you to become an astute politician. Take a case study of women who have dared. There have been different women all over the world, African countries, even in the civilized societies. Take a case study of a woman, become a mentee. Okay, this person is my matriarch. I want to make myself a protege. Begin to learn. How are they doing it? What makes them different? Look at the present Prime Minister in the UK. She's somebody who's put herself in a position where you cannot but notice her. They know that this is not a woman that you can walk over. Women should learn to place ourselves strategically. When you're placing yourself strategically, start to learn and then dare to do it differently. Do something that stands you out. I tell them all the time that, I'm not the best of female politician, but I'm very proud of myself. I love it when I work in my community. I am not an elitist politician, I'm a grassroots politician. I love to come into your house and sit on the floor with you and eat, not for political reason. I am an advert believer in the fact that what they say, I do not discriminate. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your societal strata is. For me, you're first and foremost a human being like me. So that's what we must learn, to accept people just the way they are and say, how can I serve? Sometimes I have things that I need to fix in my house, and my children will look at me like this. And the next thing somebody say, oh, somebody just gave birth and I'm running there. And I'm keeping, some people say, oh, Fatima gives foolishly. No, this is what I love to do. There's something I call the back to school storm that I do for children every September when they resume back to school. You get to some schools, children are still carrying poly bags, nylon bags. Sometimes I weep when I get there and I say, some don't even have school shoes, bathroom slippers. And we have representatives looking at these children. Are they truly the future of the leaders of tomorrow? Or we have trampled them under feet? We've taken away the leadership. We're not even giving them a chance to life. So when I'm doing my school storm, there's no how you would not weep. And when they say women are the mothers of the nation, where is that milk of kindness flowing from? Because I've really met mean women who are so mean to their house girls. First thing is change your orientation and mindset. Treat every human being equally, no matter the societal.
Okay, away from politics, I'm going to take you back to your book. You recently
wrote a book, Fatima Mohammed.
Yes, can you take us briefly on what that was all about?
That book is all about Fatima. It's I have been misrepresented. I have been misjudged. I have had people say that girl is very proud. That girl is very full of herself. That girl is this. That girl is that. So, and I had to write about Fatima's life. That's why the book is called Fatima Mohammed, Her Walks, Her Times, and Her Life. I needed everybody to have an opportunity to see who Fatima is, to see what's made Fatima get to where she is, to see what's changed her orientation, and to see the things that she passed through. How much fire she was able to take, and why she's looking so strong, and why she can face anything. And I think I've got a lot of positive feedbacks. I had a program recently, so I gave them my book. Somebody called me and said, now I know you better. I said, thank you.
Why do you think you've been misrepresented, misquoted, misjudged?
Politically in Lagos, some people say she has no respect for the leaders, for the men. And I'm wondering, How will I respect you when you're taking electioneering money that was supposed to use to win elections, to reach out to the poor people, and then you're embezzling it? And I'm just supposed to keep quiet. Our leader, I'm sorry, I can't do that. So they think Fatima is unruly. They think she's rude because she will say it the way it is. I don't know how to help people nudge their ego, no. When you're acting mad, I'll tell you are mad. I don't know how to say, you're acting weird. No, when I say weird, it doesn't sink.
Yeah.
So when I tell you go to hell, you look forward to the trip because I say it in such a way that the trip looks very nice for you. So people would misrepresent people like that. Some people will say, oh, she's very strong-willed. She cannot stay under a man. Really? I'm one woman who believes in submissiveness to the letter. And that's why I say you need to read my book to understand me. I believe in the headship of a man. I believe in a man being in total charge. There are boundaries. We set it.
Yes. So where does a man cross the boundary for you?
For me, a man crosses the boundary when he refuses to let me fulfill destiny. Fortunately, I'm married to a man who believes in my dreams, who says, oh, you want to jump? How high? I'm here. Jump. Go up. I'm married to a man who says, I actually think we should use this money to do this. And I say, but I met some women yesterday, and I was thinking of buying them, the pepper grinding machines or something. And he says, oh, okay, that's fine. And then he forgets what he suggested first. And so, but we don't all have that opportunity. I have friends who are married to men who will say, you cannot go out. They must not see you. Do you want your glory to shine more than me? No. A lot of men are like that. They don't want you to be heard. They don't even want you to be seen. They don't. They just want to shut you up and ensure that everything that wants to glow in you, they kill it. So that's where you cross it.
All right. Back to politics. You have contested a number of times.
Twice, basically.
Twice.
This is the third time.
Third time.
Yes.
And under the People's Democratic Party.
Proudly PDP.
Yes, and in Lagos.
Yes, in
so,
Lagos.
what's the magic? What's the magic one? Because we know, of course, Lagos is,
Yes, Lagos is. If you go back to that election, I won that election. My mandate was stolen. Yes, I did. And put me side by side, anybody from any other party in my constituency. Everybody knows who is in charge.
So what are you going to do differently to make sure your mandate is stolen?
I would not say this on air because that's my secret to winning and my strategy.
Okay.
But I can say it reassuringly that I will be back on Today's Woman with Amina Al-Hassan as a member of the House of Representatives. Come June next year, after my inauguration, I'll come back here from the Green Chambers, inshallah.
That would be nice.
Thank
so, just in case,
Yes.
if, this is an if,
Yes.
you don't win.
Fatima is too positive. Don't look at the if. Fatima is going to win.
Okay,
Trust me.
fine.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask, what next?
No,
for
Fatima would win, and she will never stop giving. She will never stop ensuring that people are living lives that is possible.
Okay.
Even if it cannot be a life that is totally comfortable or totally acceptable, but it would be possible. That I
Okay.
can reassure.
One last question. What's your advice to the average Nigerian woman?
Do we have an
for
average Nigerian woman now?
Politician or otherwise? Yeah, we do
I
have.
don't know if we have an average Nigerian woman now. The economy has humbled us. We're all humble. We're all below. In fact, we're beneath average right now. But what do I want to say to the women, every Nigerian woman, whether you're a politician, whether you are in the public service, whatever you're doing, whether you're in business, the first thing I want to say to you is know your place as a woman. In knowing your place as a woman, it would give you the sense of being a change agent. Discover you. Affect your immediate environment. Let people know that somebody has passed through here. Leave precedences, leave antecedents. That's what I say all the time.
Okay, I won't let you go without asking you this question. You seem to be a very busy person. So how do you find time to unwind And where's your favorite place of travel,
Hey, unwind. I don't even know if I unwind.
You need to.
Yes, I know I need to. A lot of people have said that in recent times. Fatima shuts down. But maybe my passion drives me. The passion is not even allowing me to shut down. But my favorite place is just when I'm with family. Sometimes I'm saying family time out. I will go to a resort center for the weekend, and then I just travel out. I travel anywhere. I'm not somebody who really likes a particular place for any particular reason. Mine is just travel out of the country, shut your head down to the stress of politics and daily life, daily living. So it's not any, my life is not a very interesting one.
And while there, do you have any favorite meal? Do you crave Nigerian dishes or
The
something?
thing is, I'm a very local person. No matter where I'm going to in the world, I take my eba and I take my obono. So I don't know, an egusi, I don't know. I can't do all those oyinbo things. I'm not cut out for it. I'm a local girl. It is what it is. I cannot, all those spray, no pepper, we like, no, I can't.
So there we had it. The Nigerian female politician has all it takes to make the turnaround Nigeria needs. Thank you, Honorable Fatima Muhammad Ogunkola, for your time and for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Until next week, where we bring you another interesting conversation, stay safe and remain blessed.